everyone. So I have, some plants that I would like to repot or uppot and change the soil out of. So I thought maybe I would keep up on the trend of, catching up while I'm repotting. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and right now I'm gonna just show you what I'm going to be doing, and then I'll jump into doing the repotting and uppots and maybe catch you up a little bit on some of the things that have been going on in my life the past month since I last posted a video like this. One of the more exciting things, at least I think it's exciting, is I'm going to uppot this rickrack cacti. I think that's how you call it. He is actually, so I'm gonna put him in this pot. This is what he's currently in. And he's in the soil that I bought him in, and it just seems like, nothing special. But he seems to be doing well. He's throwing a lot of like things like this, which I don't know exactly what those are. I don't know if eventually like they're going to, turn wavy or not. I haven't really looked into it. I'm not too concerned. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just put him into a bigger pot with better soil. I have this poor succulent that's been, extremely neglected. I think it's really pretty the way it's trailing, but you can see it's not in great soil. I had just like put in regular, I think Miracle Grow. This was from like years ago I did this. And there were other succulent in there with it, but they've definitely died off. I hadn't watered this thing in forever. I can't believe any of the succulents are alive, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna just go ahead and try to repot this guy, probably in something smaller. I got 3 new begonia from, two of these are from Home Depot, and one of them is from H-E-B, which is a grocery store. So I think they're really pretty. So I got this one at Home Depot, and I got this one at Home Depot as well. And they don't have names, they're just Rex Begonia. And then this one is the one I got at H-E-B, and I think it's really cool. I like these leaves that are a little bit more like spotty. But yeah, so what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to take them out of the soil they're in and repot them in my soil that I like. I have these cuttings, these like succulent cuttings I took quite some time ago. A good amount of them. I don't know if they've made it or not, but I would like to just kind of like put those, maybe I'll pot them up with the other succulent I have. I just want to get them into something so that they'll be more happy. I have this peperomia here who is not doing very well. I don't know what it could be. Maybe he has root rot. Maybe I waited too long to water him, but you can see this stem here is just completely rotted. So I just kind of want to look in there and just see exactly what's going on. Lastly, I have this Monstera and I got this maybe a month or so ago at Home Depot, and I got it because I thought like these leaves are really kind of funky and different. And yeah, so this is the newest leaf, which is really disgusting, and there's definitely something wrong with it. So I'm gonna take it out of the soil, just kind of check out what's going on and put it in my soil that I like. And that's everything I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna go ahead and shift the view a little bit so you can get a better view of what exactly I'm doing, and then talk about a little bit what's going on in my life. Okay, I'm not sure how much better this view is or isn't, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So I think I'd like to start with something a little bit more on the easy side, and I just have a feeling, I have hope that this guy's gonna be a little bit easy because he seems to have been doing happy so far. So let's start with the rickrack. It looks like, is there a tag in here? Oh, it's not rickrack, it's zigzag. I apologize. I didn't even realize this tag was in there. And it has the real name on there also, which is Epiphyllum anguliger. Yeah. But yeah, so if you recall in my last kind of repot and catch up, oh, look at those roots. It's looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad. I'm just gonna kind of break it up a little bit. But if you recall in my last repot, one of my cats, Tater, she was having kind of like some thyroid issues. Well, she was, after we kind of got her thyroid levels, you know, manageable and under control, like taking medicine, she still was acting weird, not really eating. And it almost seemed like she was in pain when she was eating. So we took her to like a couple more vets. We had already taken her to vets, so many vets. I think we took her to a total of 4. And then we ultimately decided to go to a specialist, a dental specialist for cats and dogs. And they basically took a look at her and they said immediately, like, she has some type of autoimmune response that her body was having. But basically her body was attacking her teeth or something like that. It's called like resorption. And basically they said all of her teeth have to go, which was is very kind of like scary to hear. And you know, we wanted to make sure we were doing the right thing. Some of these roots are falling off, but that's okay. That's okay. But you know, after doing research and getting reassurance from the specialist, we decided to go forward with it because she was in pain, and that's why she wasn't eating, is because she was in pain. Some of her, we feel so terrible. Some of her root was showing. She had missing teeth. Like some of her teeth were broken. Like it was very bad, and all of her teeth were impacted. So she actually just got that surgery yesterday. So she got all of her teeth removed. What are they? It's like a full mouth extraction or something. It's what they kind of call it. So what I'm doing with the plant is I'm kind of just, I think maybe this isn't the best soil for it. So I'm just like trying to take off as much soil as I can before repotting it. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so that surgery was yesterday, and we brought her home, and you know, she has a cone on, and she's definitely recovering. She's like super, super high from the drugs that she's on. So she's in the way she acts when she's on, you know, on those drugs, like having put down, is just she's, you know, kind of like restless. She doesn't want to sit down. She was purring, like we brought her home and she's been purring. What is this? She's been purring like nonstop. Like she was like just happy. I don't know if it's because she's high or if she has some relief from no longer having like tooth pain, but she was purring. She just wanted love. She really just wants love. She wants to be cuddled. She wants to be touched. She just wants to be like laying next to someone. But she's eating. Like she's eating more now than she was before. Just looking at this, it's interesting. Which is kind of weird because like she doesn't have any teeth. So she's just eating wet food, but eventually once she's like healed and fully recovered, she should be able to eat like kibble again, which is kind of interesting to think about. But yeah, we're happy we figured it out. We're happy we figured out what's going on with her. And we're hoping that she'll recover quickly. The surgery went very smoothly, the doctor said. Let's show you this. Okay, real quick break. So this is kind of like, these are the roots on the zigzag cactus. So, you know, I was gonna up-pot it, but I'm thinking, no, I think I should still up-pot it. I still feel like that's too small. Let's get you in there. Oh, This guy looks so cool. I love the way this guy looks. Let's get up here. But yeah, so I can't even remember. We're just happy that like we got it figured out. We're happy that like she's gonna be happy, and you know she's a 10-year-old cat. So we were wondering like is like what is her quality of life going to be like? You know, can she handle this? Can she take this? And the specialist, this guy is awesome. Like he has pictures of himself doing work on like like mountain lions and tigers in his office. So he definitely knows what he's doing. He's an expert. And we're very like confident in him, and he seemed like he knew what he was talking about. But he said, yeah, her what did he say, her muscle percentage. But here, actually, let me show you this. This is what this guy looks like right now. And he looks actually really freaking cute. I'm obsessed with him. But he said oh, she's right here. Hey, baby girl. He said like her muscle mass and her weight and her heart were all things he wasn't concerned about. So he felt confident, you know, pressing forward. She's sitting on her little heating pad right now. Let me get a video so I can show you guys. Tater. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, baby girl. We love you. That used to be my heating pad, but she has claimed ownership of it. Hi, sweetheart. Love you. But yeah, so I'm basically I'm staying home. I'm taking care of her, and just making sure she's happy. Next, I think another easy one will be the begonias. I'll start with this begonia. Take that side. But yeah, we're just so happy. I'm hoping she'll continue to do well. I'm sure she will. We're just very, 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 very happy for that. Like, we got it figured out finally. All right. And, you know, I've gotten begonia from Home Depot before, and I always kill them. But I've decided I'm just going to immediately repot them. And it looks like there's like 3 of them in here. It looks like I could take it apart if I wanted to. Ugh. Yeah, look at that's a little baby. And then there's 2 here. They're so cute. Look at those red stems. They're really pretty. I'm going to keep them together though. I was thinking about putting it in the same pot size, but I think we could probably go down a size. Oh, the little baby, so cute. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I'm like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna separate some of the smaller ones, like this one. Oh my gosh, so cute. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna separate this and like, look at those stems, so pretty. I love it. I am going to separate it because I'm actually wanting, that's another kind of update. I really want to do, make a terrarium. I had a terrarium like a few years back, but I really had no idea what I was doing. I've since looked up, you know, videos, and I've done some research. So I have a little bit, oh, these begonias are really cute. So I feel like I just have like a little bit more experience and like more of an understanding of what to expect. Yeah, I'll take this little guy off too. Look how cute. It looks like a little baby begonia you'd get from like Botanicas or something. I would love, sorry, I'm getting so distracted. But yeah, I definitely want to do like more, like I want to get a terrarium together. So that's why I'm putting some of the babies aside, the smaller ones, because I think it'd be really cute to put them inside like the little teeny baby begonia. And okay, so these are I'll put these ones together. I think this size will be good. I'll do this size. So I want to do terrariums. I got some moss. I have some moss that I got, and I have a glass container that I can put them in, but like I feel like I wanted to get something a little bit better. But I think I'm just gonna run with what I got, not you know, spend money on trying to get like the perfect terrarium glass tank or whatever you want to call it. But what I also want to do, like speaking of like begonia, since I'm repotting this begonia, I would love to try to, I don't know how you pollinate and get like begonia seeds or like hybrids, but I'd love to look a little bit more into that and start doing that. I have like some of my anthurium that I'm like trying to crossbreed. One of them's pregnant right now. When I say pregnant, like it's got like berries growing on it. So like I just think it'd be cool to do something similar with begonias, because I don't know how hard it is to self-pollinate the begonias, but I don't know. I think it would be fun. Fun little experiment. Okay, so there we go with that guy. And for these guys, these two, I think for now, these two, I'll just put them in their own little like small little pot for the time being. It won't be long. I think I'm gonna try to do the terrarium this weekend, so it shouldn't be for very long. I just don't want to leave them. I don't really want to put them in water because I feel like that, like they're not, I don't want to try to like transition them into water. So adorable. I'm obsessed. I would love to get like an aquarium. I would love to get an aquarium and turn that into a terrarium, but I'm just like, I want to start small, make sure it's something I like, and kind of learn like mistakes, like make mistakes on something smaller scale. That way when if I do figure out I like it, I can kind of have some experience in the terrarium world. Head and do this guy next. Another begonia. He's got some good roots. I am a little bit, you know, I'm not great with begonia, I would say. Like I'm still learning. I've definitely been seeing, you know, some other YouTube channels like Wild Fern. She has been posting about begonias, and it's kind of contagious. I'm definitely like catching begonia feels. I don't know. I'm catching feelings for begonias, I guess. But like I also just think it's the whole terrarium aspect of like putting something, you know, getting something like that. So I went and I found these guys. I almost went on Botanicas and purchased some. We got like, so we got two of these guys here. I'll probably put them, maybe I'll put them in this, yeah, I'll put them in this one. I think that was a different, this was the pot I used for that wasn't, the other begonia was in. There we go. I was gonna order some from Botanicas because they're having like an insane sale. But once I like went into the checkout, like the shipping was, I wasn't expecting the shipping to be so high, like as expensive as it was. And you know, like I said, like I'm not very good with begonia or very experienced. So I didn't want to spend a whole ton of money and end up killing them all. Like I would rather learn off of something that's not as financially like burdensome or like not as expensive. Like this was what, like $5-6 at Home Depot, and it's a pretty full pot that I can kind of mess with. So that is what I'm gonna do, and I'm glad I did that, and I'm glad I had the self-control to do that, because there was other things on it, not just begonia. Like there was what was it? It was a variegated Scindapsus, like jade satin, and I didn't get it, and I don't regret not getting it because it was like a reverted, so it would have been a project, which I don't mind doing. But it still was like you know, it was reasonably priced, but yeah. Okay, there we go. That one's done. Okay, one more begonia. Here we go. This one's so pretty. There we go. Also, like, I know last time I was like talking about how I would really like to experiment with like different types of plants. So I feel like begonias are a plant, since I'm not as used to it, it'll be fun to like experiment with them and play around and figure them out. And they also flower, they bloom, they have really pretty blooms. So I'm excited to see what these begonias blooms look like, because I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know the names of these begonias. There we go. But additionally, I would also like, I've been, you know, I love listening to podcasts. Here, I'll break this one off. I don't know if that's gonna do very well, but I broke that off for my terrarium experiment. And, well, there's more babies in here. Oh, I don't know, like, the begonias are like teensy tiny. They're like cuter to me. I don't know. Everything's cuter when it's a baby, right? But yeah, so I also like really love listening to podcasts. And on that one podcast, Growing Joy, she brought someone on to talk about like herbalism. And so I listened to that episode. I can't remember if it was an older episode or newer. And I don't know, it really just like, I really connected with it. So I definitely would love to try to grow some herbs. And I have tried growing herbs. Gosh, I'm sorry, this plant is so pretty. Look at the back. That's the back of the leaf, and then that's the front. It's super pretty. I'm gonna tear this leaf off because it's not doing so hot. Yeah, this is a gorgeous begonia. I think I'm gonna put it in this pot because like a lot of the root, it's not like extremely. So get in there, get in there. So kind of like, you know, like I said, I've tried growing herbs before, but I haven't really had great success in it. I've put them outdoors and either like pests get to them or I just don't water them enough. I feel like they need so much water, and I don't go out on my patio very often because I honestly don't like the patio. It doesn't have like good vibes. Okay, real quick, here's this guy, and then I'm gonna put the babies, kind of the same thing. I'm gonna put them in a small little pot. So I had this really cool idea, and I don't know whether I'm gonna execute it or not yet, but I had this cool idea to instead of trying to do it outdoors, I was thinking converting one of like probably the cabinet behind me, which is full of Hoya, basically converting it into an herb cabinet, or like just taking one shelf. Like, you know, I think that's what I would rather do, just do one shelf, because I don't think I need a full cabinet of herbs right now. Like, I want to start small and go from there. But I think it would be more manageable because indoors, I think it'd be more manageable because like it's indoors, so I can see it. I'm more likely to water it. Ooh, I just tore that guy out. And also I really don't like I don't like my patio. I honestly need to just redo that patio. But yeah, this guy, holy moly, he is so dry. So this is what happens. You can kind of see this is the original soil that it was potted in, and everything surrounding it was mine. And it's just, you know, one of them's like the outside is wet and this right here is dry. So I think I potted it in too big of a pot, and I probably should have done a better job of getting like all this crappy soil off. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm just gonna take propagations of this. Well, I think I'll still try to save these. I'll try to pot these guys up, but I think I'm gonna really just chop and prop because I don't know how that guy's gonna do. I don't know if he can sustain all those leaves. I am just gonna cut. So these are separate. This is this guy. Honestly, I'm just gonna cut all the way down here. And I'm still gonna pot this up and hope that we get some leaves on it. This guy I'm gonna set aside. And then this one, I am going to cut him right here. And right here. These two I'll just plop in water as well as the other. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pot these two together and we'll see what happens. There we go. This is gonna be better. I can tell those roots are so dry, like, I don't know. This is definitely a plant that gets neglected, so. It's a peperomia, so it's pretty hardy, but I still love him. I want to save him if I can. But there we go with that guy. And these three, I'm gonna just plop them in water. And this one, I'm gonna go ahead and like take those off because I think it'll be happier. Okay, there we go. Succulent guy. But I'm kind of scared. So there's like plastic cover that this is in that's like underneath here, but there's a hole in it, so it does drain. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Let's get you out of there. I just spilled soil on myself. So much for like, hey, it's okay, baby. How you doing? I love you. Let's see. You know what? No, I'm still gonna try to say this guy. It'll be an experiment. But yeah, I got soil all over me because I'm being a little bit reckless here, but that's okay. Oh yeah, those roots are just falling off. I'm not too surprised though. But yeah, so herb cabinet. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen anyone do that. If anyone has done it, or grown, has experience growing herbs indoors, I would definitely appreciate any advice. I want to do outdoor gardening, but I hate the pests and the bugs, and I'm in Houston, Texas, so like I feel like we get more pests here. But yeah, and I want to be able to basically, grow some herbs and like dry them out and then be able to make some teas with them. I just ordered some tea from, oh God. So I ordered some tea from this place online from this, this girl who she grows her own herbs and dries them, I believe, and she packs the tea up, and the tea bags are huge. Well, there we go. Yay, he's so funky, man. And she was saying how, and I mean, this is like what she said. I don't know any research. I haven't done any research on this myself, but she was saying how the, tea bags are usually, that you buy from the store, are usually, what's the word? Artificially flavored, and that they don't even have the right enough herbs to really like, oh, look at the roots. The roots on the bottom there. They don't have, the herb serving size isn't enough to really like reap the benefits. Ooh, wow, this guy he's happier than I thought he would be. I will say this guy had spider mites when I first got him, so that might explain why he was so unhappy. I'm still gonna try to like get all this soil off as much as possible. No, I just think it'd be like really fulfilling to be able to like grow something and make your own tea or like do something with it. And I feel like that's something that I could somewhat manage. I'd like to start off with maybe like some rosemary or thyme and mint. I love mint. I've heard mint like grows on weed, like grows like a weed. I have had mint before and I killed it because I mean that guy was thirsty all the time. But I would like take like go out and like get a piece of him and like put him in my water, or like I really liked making lemon mint water. Oh, so good. I miss doing that so much. But yeah, I also need to like our patio is just, it's not enjoyable. Like I go out there and I just get stressed out, and I think that's part of the reason why I never go out there to water my plants, is just because it's not enjoyable how it currently is. There's a lot of dead plants out there too, so I feel like maybe I just avoid it in order to avoid looking at dead plants. So yeah, I should probably just take care of that rather than avoid it. Look at this guy. I feel like his roots are kind of weird. Very well rooted. There we go. And I'm not gonna put this guy on a pole or anything because I don't really have one pre-made. So I'm sorry, dude, but I think he'll be okay. So I am excited that this is a holiday weekend. I get 3 days off, so I'm definitely gonna like be taking the time to like focus on my plants and make some like, you know, do some more experiments, like making that what do you call it, terrarium. There's this really cool, like I'll share his link, the guy who I've been like getting advice from on the terrarium. Like not he hasn't been giving me advice, but he just gives advice on it in his videos. Okay, I think this is good. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. I'm realizing I kind of potted him backwards, but honestly I think it looks better. Oh, never mind. Brands on both sides. I was gonna say it probably looks better without that little like heritage garden pottery, but oh well. Ugh. Okay. There's just these little babies left. They're so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like just start pulling them out. So there's this guy. And I already potted up the other succulent guy. I made a decision, this guy's dead, that I don't think I want to pot them up together because the other guy's roots just look like they're probably going to rot. And these guys look like they might stand a chance, so let's pull them all out. This guy's not rooted. Alright, and that's all I got in there. So I'm gonna do this, like, this is gonna be so satisfying, like taking this guy off. Ooh. So there's one little baby. Just gonna stick him in here. And you may be like, why not just keep him in the soil that like he was in? And that's because, well, it's a plastic container with no hole, and this soil is not very good. I don't know what type of succulents these are. I forget. Just if a succulent leaf falls off, I just kind of would throw it in here. And it's kind of cool. Like you could see, like these are the leaves that I threw in, these dead ones. And this little baby has basically sucked all the water out of that guy and now needs to just survive on his own. Here we go. Oh, this is so cute. I hope they do well. But yeah, I think those are all the life updates. I mean, it's only been a month, so like my life isn't that exciting, but I just wanted to kind of share with you some of the ideas I have. I'm just gonna throw this guy in there, even though he doesn't have roots. Okay, and I'll probably just like lightly water that a little bit. and let them figure themselves out. That is everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys watered up and hope that they all do well and clean up all this soil I spilled. But yeah, thank you for watching this hectic little video of mine. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye!